let's go ahead and jump into, changing the design as well as the colors and the branding to really match what we had in that original Figma file that we put together in the first couple of episodes. So right here, I've got the Figma file. So we're going to start going through everything and changing these colors to like orange, adding our logo, just changing some of these basic displays. So let's first go ahead and add our logos in here. So we'll go ahead and upload our Study Genie logo. Boom. We've got that in there. Now you do have the ability to edit these even more if you'd like, but we'll go ahead and kind of leave that where it is. So we've got our Study Genie right there. Let's go ahead and start changing some of these colors. So let's go ahead and select this icon and let's go see exactly what color we used on these icons here. FF914D is the color code. So we'll go ahead and just paste that in there. Go ahead and change the rest of these. All right. Now the next thing is let's change these icons as well. So if you just select on them, load the pop-up, it's pretty easy to go in here and make some of these changes. And at least on the repeating group side of things, you only need to change one and it'll change it across the board in that repeating group. Another cool thing you can do as well is instead of just changing them constantly in here, if you can actually go to your styles page. So as we can see right here, this is a small title is the attribute assigned to that text. So if we went into styles, we could type in small title and go ahead and just change the color across the board. So let's go ahead back into design. Let's preview this and see what the changes look like. So we've got Study Genie up here. We're going to need to change the hover as well as whatever the filter selected tool is purple. So let's go ahead and jump back into here. We're going to click on this parent group, which is going to be the filter. And what we can see is there's a conditional statement assigned to this. So when the parent group is displayed, so really is selected, they're going to change the font color to that. So what we want to do is we just want to make it orange. And if we do that and we go back and we refresh the page here, we can see that the font is orange. However, the border itself is still purple. So let's go ahead and select at repeating group once again. And we can see here that the current cells category is displayed category when it's true. So when this is selected or that specific filter is selected, the border is purple and we're going to make that orange. And boom. Now let's go back, refresh this. And here we go. We've got it orange. We've got the colors orange. Now we need to change the hover over these repeating group cards to orange as well. So very similar to the same thing. We're going to select this and you can see this condition when the group is hovered over and that property to change when true, we want to make that orange. Boom. All right, go ahead and refresh this here. Now we've got an orange hover over all of our tools. So pretty simple when it comes to design. Now let's go ahead and test a couple other pages. So we've got our tool template page. So we're going to have to adjust these again. Let's go in here. We'll make these changes real quick. Boom. The condition. So when an icon is selected, let's go ahead and test that. Oops, sorry, we logged out of there. Let's sign back in. We'll go back to our demo login. So we're also going to need to adjust those pages as well. Go ahead and make that orange. Let's go ahead and make these in the repeating groups orange as well. So we're going to go ahead and change that. Let's dial that down just slightly. Keep it kind of like a lighter orange. Perfect. We're also going to want to change this copy button as well. So we're going to make that primary color orange. Boom. The conditional statement, we can keep that all the same. So if we jump back into preview, Let's do a discussion question. Let's add a topic, artificial intelligence. Generate. We also need to change these hovers here. So when you're hovering over that input, it turns purple. Again, very similar to the changes that we've already made. I just want to make sure that these repeating group cards, perfect, orange. We got copy, all that works. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and change these different input hovers, feel free. Very similar to exactly what we did. I'm just going to get like the nitty gritty of these color changes and the branding changes done here. So let's go back. We'll change these icons again. Paste. 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 Perfect. Let's go ahead and change the gradient on this as well. We're just going to make it a hard orange. I'm pretty sure that's what we had in the Figma design here. Yeah, just a hard orange. Let's go ahead and do those changes. Paste that. That doesn't look too bad. All righty, perfect. Perfect. Now this looks great. We'll go ahead and change this primary. Oops, we want to go back and make that white. But let's make this primary contrast orange as well. Actually, we wanted to stand out a little bit more. So let's do something a little darker, honestly. Yeah, we'll go with kind of like a black. Besides that, what we can also do is load some of these profiles here. We'll keep the black buttons, honestly. Let's go ahead and display that. Jump into plan and billing here. So we can also upload an image as well. We'll jump into the user databases here in a second. In the meantime, it looks like we've maxed out our token usage on that demo account. So we could, this is something I haven't showed you guys yet, but we're going to add a paywall to this as well. But you can, that we see our current plan, we can downgrade and we can upgrade as well. So we could upgrade to the professional plan. We'll get all that linked up here in a future lesson. But besides that, most of these design changes are done. Really, I just wanted to get this dashboard page kind of set up. The other thing is you do have a landing page as well that you guys can go ahead and edit. Again, remember that styles thing I was showing you? So you can see primary button, we have it as yellow. Let's just say, for example, we wanted to make that orange, jump into styles. You can just type in primary, you see primary button. We can go ahead and change this really to whatever color, we want. We could go ahead and make it orange, but again, that button is going to be used on our plan and billing page. So we don't necessarily want it blurring into the background, but you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and jump into, designing the landing page. Obviously, not something we need to do at the moment, but simply you can just jump in here and be like, welcome to Study Genie. Boom. And then add a description and change all these text items. But a majority of this has already been put together and pre-built for you guys. So you guys can really just plug and play with the original landing page for the platform. And so this will also work for your own software application if you want to use the template to kind of build off of. But yeah, all this is available to you. So hopefully you guys understand, like designing, changing some of the colors. Some of those aspects are really simple in Bubble. It doesn't take too much of a brain. It's really like any other, Photoshop, Illustrator, Canva type of style when it's just going in and just changing the colors to the ones that you like. But besides that, we will go ahead and jump into the next lesson.